Hello, I'm Lucas, and this is a Bit of Lit. And it's Friday here in Shanghai, late night, but Friday nonetheless. I thought I would do a Friday reads. I haven't done one in a while. I don't really remember what they are, what they mean, so I'm just going to talk about the books I have read, I've not been reading a lot lately, due to stress about America's response to everything going on. Everything in China has slowed down, so no real problems there, but I have a sick mother, so not too pleased. Anyway, this week I finished Tomorrow Is Now by Eleanor Roosevelt, who was the first first lady to seemingly care about America, as far as I can tell. She led an amazing life. She was a teacher, and she worked at the UN. She was first lady. She did a lot of activism, and she wrote a lot for this, thing for the public to digest, and she's a really interesting woman. There are some problematic things in here, but it is kind of timeless, I suppose. A lot of the issues she talks about translate to the modern day. Not everything, not a one-for-one kind of thing, but it's a great little book. I wouldn't recommend anyone buy it. Just if you can get it cheap, or if it's online for free, I don't know, and you're interested in political activism books or Eleanor Roosevelt, I'm now more interested in her, so that's good. I will be looking up more about her later, because I'm deeply interested. And of course, I've been doing a read-along. Haven't had a video in a couple days, but that's okay. We'll get back to it, for Paradise Lost in here. And I've been reading some of the other stuff in here too. Soon we will be going through books 4, 5, and 6, and then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then we'll be done. Paradise Lost has, of course, been amazing. I really love that epic poem. As for what I'm currently reading for Friday and for the weekend, I am reading Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching, which is Chinese philosophy, Chinese political philosophy. I find oftentimes ancient literature in China, if not always, is politically oriented, which I find really interesting. The closest thing I can immediately think of is for this, something that parallels it in the Western world would be art by the church, or the woman that made all those movies, films, other directors too, for the Third Reich, where the art that's made has a political agenda and message. I can't think of the main person. I watched some of them just out of curiosity, and because it was on the streaming service I use, and it was weird, but informative and interesting in its own way, and I can see a lot of parallels that you see in cinema that have been taken from it, especially Star Wars. Especially Star Wars, but there's other things too. Anyway, no idea what that's about. And then once I finish that, I will start reading and finish Chinese fairy tales and fantasies. This is a book published by the Pantheon Fairy Tale and Folklore Library. I have quite a few of these. This is my only physical edition, but I have pretty much everything else on my Kindle. Japanese and Russian and Greek myths and American Indian myths and a whole bunch of other things. I have no idea what's going on out there. That's a little wild, but yeah, I'm excited to learn more. I know quite a few just from living in China for a while, but there's always more, and it should be interesting. I quite like Chinese culture, so, and I live in China, so that's nice. And that would be it for now. I mean, maybe there'll be other things I'll get through. I'm feeling still highly stressed about the response, but I'm in a position where I can't do anything about it, and I've got other pressing issues on my mind, like the lack of money that I am. Just read, and it'll be okay, maybe. Anyway, thank you. Goodbye.